Everybody. This is Connie Skaggs from Latson, South Carolina, and I wanted to come on. I know I've been behind on my YouTube videos, and I was sick for a while, and then I ended up having our National Scrapbook Day event, and so I have been super busy. And so, anyway, I just wanted to be sure that I could tell you all a few things that I wanted to explain to you. And of course, when I was sick, I had laryngitis, so I couldn't talk. And so it would have been hard for me to have done a video then. I could have probably done something with my hands, but that would have been it. So anyway, I'm still getting kind of over that, to tell you the truth. I've still got some residual from that. But I'm going to change my camera. And like I say, I'm an independent Creative Memories advisor. And so if you like my videos, please give me a like, follow me on YouTube. And not only that, but if you do not have a Creative Memories advisor, I would love to be your advisor. And you can order straight off my website. They do have a new website, but they're working on it and all that stuff. So it's making sometimes our shopping easier. But anyway, my link will be in my description and things like that. But I wanted to show you the new album kits. These come out in January, mid-January, end of January, and 1st of February. And so we've got another one too. We've got 4 kits, and I'm just going to show you one because if you've seen some of the intro to beginner kits, and these are really set up so if you want to, you've got a brand new person and they don't want maybe get all the stuff. They get this box. They will be able to do almost do an entire album because everything's in here. The only decision they have to make is what color album. They'll make 3 choices available for every kit, and you pick which one you want, and it all comes in a box. You might need an extra tape runner refill, to go with it. You might want a pen because you want to journal with it. They tried really hard to make it within that first 150, which is our before they go over the next amount for extra shipping. So, and of course, anybody that buys something from me, and if you're a new customer, you'll get a little gift from me. So just letting you know that ahead of time. If you thought that you might want to become an advisor, I would love for you to join my team too. So anyway, they've got 4 different things that are join gift. I've done those things about that before. It's usually on my CM website too, my public website. Anyway, let me change my camera so I can show you how this works. I do not have it put together, and I've done this on purpose because I kept wanting to show it in this box, and then later I'll be able to show it when I finish it. Okay, so here is the box, and it comes just like this. And this is the Natural Beginnings album kit. It was $149.50, and I chose the caramel um, album that goes with it. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. And so I want to show you all the parts because this is the album kit guidebook. And in the guidebook, it even tells you how to lay it out, cut the pages apart, or whatever you need to do. And if you've done our beginner kit or a simple page kit, these work very similar and stuff. So, and no matter which collection, because we have On the Bright Side, we have Natural Beginnings, we have Global Travel, and we have Bundle of Joy. And in May, I do believe it's in May, they'll be coming out with a wedding kit. So anyway, that's something to look forward to. Summer, they're going to do, I think in August, they'll do a school album. And in December, they're going to add an amusement park. So those are just some very general things. And then you can use them for other things. The reason I got the natural, and I love traditional scrapbooking, but boy, I need to catch up on some things. How many times have you said, and if you're a regular scrapbooker, and you say, I really need to catch up on some stuff. And so this gives me that opportunity. I have an album. It's got top loading pages already put in it. These pages will all go together. You put your pictures on it and it's done. And if you want to just do like 4 pages at a time, you do those 4 and then you can come back to it. Everything stays in this box. And so that's really what's neat. And so then they go and they have the layout. Now this first here, this will tell you, this is your title page, this is your end page, because everything is based on a 2-page spread. And so, because the first page is a single page, the last page would be a single page. They put those instructions right here. This may change later, but I don't know. For printing, it's easy to do that. Just know that all these titles here at the top, this blue here on this, in this booklet anyway, it will tell you what page it goes to. This one's for layout 1. So it'll be layout 1, left side, right side, or right side, left side, whichever way it is. And the same thing, layout 2, layout 3. And so then they have room for, I believe I went through and counted, and if you've done the pictures that they said to do, you'd have room for 107 pictures. Yes, some of them are going to be 4 by 4. Some of them you cut down to a 3 by 3.5 by 3.5, or a 3 by 4. But sometimes whenever you use, if you print your own or something, sometimes you'll put those 2 3 by 4s on the same thing and save you one print for 2 pictures. And so anyway, it goes through and shows you everything to do if you just go page by page. Okay. And so, but anyway, let's go ahead and open the box. And so let's take off this first part. And in here, this shows you the embellishment. You get a free tape runner. This is repositional. So it's really, this one comes with stickers. I think some might come with borders or whatever. But anyway, and I want to show you how easy they've made this. So these stickers at the top here, this is number 7. This is number 3. This is number 1. So this would go with page 1. And, here's 5 and 8, because this was a little bigger. 12, 11, and 13. So you just have to pay attention to these numbers. And so that's what makes it simple. So you know exactly which pages these go with. Another thing that they've done is the embellishment. And the embellishments are divided up at about, I think, 4 per pack. And of course, my hands are not wanting to work here today. So, but anyway, these are in little pockets. Now, instead of just taking them out and having them every place, if you open each individual pocket, like this has got, and these are marked 4C, 4D, whatever. This is 6. I think this is 1 through 4. This is 5 through 8. These here, it says 11 through 12, or 11 and 12. So it would be 9 through 12. And these last ones would be 13 through 16. And they are ABC, and they are marked which number they go to. Now, how simple is that? If you've ever done our card kits, that's how our card kits come now. You got a front, you got a base, you've got, your embellishments is a ABC, 1, 2, 3, 12, ABC, whatever. And so that's how they work. So these in the booklet shows you exactly where to put these. Does not mean that you have to follow that direction completely, but see, like here, these stickers here go on this page, and here's an embellishment, and then this embellishment would be on whatever number 3 would be, and it would be in this pack. So I just want to show you how simple this is, and you could put this all together. Way I'm understanding it is, if you have everything laid out and you want to do this and you just follow the directions, you should be able to put the whole album together in about 2 hours. That's without pictures. Now, if you've got your pictures ready, they're going to be taking a little bit longer. But if you go ahead and make your pages, then you just add them later. So I'm going to take that cardboard out, and this is our pages. And look how thick. I think there's 48 pages in here or something like that. And so I've been taking this out and kind of showing it. And so I didn't take it all apart. But this naturally is that top page. Remember in our guidebook, it said the first two things that they were going to have was the title and the end page. So let's just see that. Okay. So this is the title page. This is your base page. You know why? Right here, it says title page base paper. I wonder what this one says on the back. End page base paper. So this is going to be your last page. And remember from the notebook, this is the base. That's what it shows. Now, remember how our simple page kits have worked. They've come to where you cut things apart. You put these wherever they've got. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it says here, this is your title and end page cut apart paper. You can do this with a pair of scissors. You don't have to have a fancy trimmer, although I think our trimmer is great, and I believe that it cuts much faster for you. Our photo trimmer is great to cut down your photos. And always remember, you slice paper like with our rotary trimmer, but you chop your pictures with our photo trimmer. And it's kind of because of the chemicals. And not only that, it makes your blade last longer if it's just, slicing paper. So then here they show this is piece 1. So whenever we take this out, this is where it would go. This is 2 and 3, 4. Over here's 5, and here's 6. And so this is where you would lay those pieces out after you've cut them out. They are numbered. The book shows you where to place them, and then you got 2. And if you wanted to, like this one here, because it's a circular page, and say your photos were vertical instead of horizontal, turn your page before you put your, and it would just look like this on this paper. So see, there's nothing, and like these here, you could change the orientation of them if you needed to, but if you wanted to just go through and do it as is, it's okay. Because even if you had a picture, you had one vertical picture that wanted to be your title for that page, then, that would be okay. I got this because this would go with wedding, even before wedding comes out. This would go with vintage photos. This would go with the beach. If you wanted to just do beach and you didn't want a lot of bright colors, all this sandy color, you can put that with it. It's amazing to me. And then you go on, and like these two would be your next 2 base pages. And like here, this says layout 1, left base page. This one says layout 1, right base page. And then the next one is going to be your cut page. And so that's how these are all laid out. And so this says layout 1, cut apart paper. And so then on your page 2, here you've got all these, where it says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, it's cut, place, and tape. I guess I should say it maybe that way. And so that's how these pages are all laid out all the way through. So, every third page, then 2 pages are base pages, and then the third one is a cut apart page. And of course, if you got mixed up, it's on the back there. So, and then the other thing that's in here is this gorgeous, change my tape. I'm sorry, I know I've got reflections of my fan above me and everything, but this is gorgeous. Now you see reflection of me. But this is kind of like a copper foil on here. And this I got, and this is a caramel, however you want to say that, or where are you from, and stuff. but this is Natural Beginning top loading pages, and it comes with 16 top loading pages. So when you finish these pages, you just slip them in. If you're not ready to put your pictures on, still slip them in, and they're all in there in order that you might want. And so as you get your pages, if you do your first and your back page, those others can be mixed around if you needed to because of the orientation of your pictures. So just let you know that it's a top loading page. There is white cardstock in between. That helps stability of these because these are all thinner paper. And so then you put one in one side, you put it in on the other side, and it's great. So I just wanted to show you how these kits work. And I forget the other colors. I know it had black, and this was kind of a blue. It wasn't really a true foil, but it was an imprinted one. And then there's a plain color album. So there'll be two of them that will have a foil design and one that will be a plain design, but all three are three different colors. And that's the only decision you need to make. Every kit has got this same design. It will look different because of the colors are different. On the bright side, the circle is kind of watercolor around, and they will have some bright colors with it. The global has got it looks like a world globe, and then it's got greens and browns and navies with it. So just letting you know, the bundle of joy, it's kind of neat to see that one because it could go girl or boy, and it's got a little bit of a coral in it. It's got some blues and greens in it. And so very muted kind of colors, very popular these days. So even if you've got grandkids, that's a way to use those. But I wanted to show you the difference of this kit. Now, this kit is $149. I think individually, if you bought all this individually, it would be, excuse me, it would be up closer to $175 to $200. So whenever you think that you buy a bundle, you have to think about how you're making it. This takes the decision making out of it. It gets your pages done fast. It gets your and I just heard from a friend. She's an Aussie that I met last year at our incentive trip, and she has been on a cruise this week to New Zealand, and all she took with her was that box. I forget which one she was working on, but she took that box and done a little crafting while she was on the cruise. Because when you're on a cruise, you do have a little bit of time that you're not doing other things. And so sometimes you just want some quiet time and work on something. She had, almost all cabins has got a little table or something in it. And so she had her little box out and was working on that just so she could continue to craft while she was on her trip. So how convenient is that? You take that one box and it's got everything in it you need. So I just think that was wonderful, a good way to, sometimes you just want some downtime, and this is a good way to do it. We don't want scrapbooking to be or crafting, or putting your memories of your pictures in an album to be daunting or to be so where you have to overthink everything. Or, oh, do I need this paper? Do I need that paper? This palette all works together. And you can intermix other things if you need to, but you don't have to. And so use this. If you're a regular scrapbooker, use one of these kits, just try it out and see what you think. And not only that, see how it can catch you up, especially if you've got something like a trip, a Christmas or whatever I could see doing Christmas on this, actually, I really could. And if I wanted to just add some Christmas stickers or Christmas embellishments, that would be enough. I don't need a lot of other things and stuff. So I'm just trying to show you how that you could make this work for whatever, design you need. Do you have kids' albums that you need to catch up on? And they had play dates and they were out on the playground or whatever? Perfect. Because what you want to do is to get your pictures to where they're safe and to get your pictures where people can look at them. And this album, then, if it's full, how nice is that that you could take it to a family thing? You know, this week is going to be Easter week, and a lot of people are going to be gathering and doing different things. They could do an egg hunt. They might be going to church together. They might, be going to a worship service together or a Good Friday service. And so, and a lot of kids are going to be off on spring break. Well, what a perfect time to maybe even use some of this type of album for that kind of event or that kind of weekend or whatever. Especially if, some people use this time, it's like almost like a little family reunion time. So it's, maybe not our northern friends because it gets cold, but down here where I'm at in South Carolina, it is beautiful this weekend and the temperature is perfect. And so it will be a nice beach day actually for us. Maybe a little cooler for the water or whatever, but it's still, it's wonderful. We're not having to deal with snow or anything like that, or rain or bad weather right now. So anyway, just letting you know there's options that you can do for these. So I hope that that helps explain it. Now, the natural beginnings, one other thing I do want to show you though, is that, and many of you may have already purchased what we would call our natural beginnings bundle. And this is like for traditional where you want to make your pages. It's got your mats, it's got your embellishments, it's got your title stickers, or your title. It's got stickers. It's got, this one actually had paper. It's got it's got tone on tone paper. It's got designer paper. Now, all of this fits with this. So if you needed to add more to that album, you could. I wanted to explain that this is a different thing than this is, because this is, it's set to do as a beginner. However, I have found traditional people want to catch up. And so they want something that they can do fast and be done. And so that's why I'm trying to get this across to you, the difference. And yet this is our traditional where you have to buy the album, you have to buy the pages, you have to create your pages. Whether you do virtual crop or whether you do sketches, that we have this. Uh, it did come with a playbook. I don't know that the playbook is still out. And of course, the playbook is just that. It's so you can play with your paper. It's not a full guide to go through. They got samples here where you would cut some out and you would be able to make. They show you one, two, three, two. This is a two-page layout, a two-page layout, and a single-page layout, two single-page layouts. So you would be able to make 6 pages with just this. I mean, you would have stuff left over, don't get me wrong, okay? But this one, you have 16 pages that are already ready for you to use. How good is that? And so, like I say, we've got traditional for ones that really want to make and create their own deal. The playbook is a good guideline for you to be able to play with your paper. That's why they call it the playbook. Dude, talking so fast, I got choked up there for a minute. So just kind of giving you some differences in how you work that. And so however you scrapbook and whatever you try to, want to do, I just wanted you to see the difference in the album kits and how that they work. So hopefully that has been a help to you in understanding how the new kits are working, the album kits. And once I explained this to several of my customers here at my home, where I, have a monthly scrapbook time, and also at our NSD event, because once we explained it, I sold kits there. They went home and bought the others they wanted or the album color they wanted. And so they took things right off my shelf, and it was fun to see the excitement and the light bulb go off. I was like, oh my goodness. And somebody else was already putting something together, and they had not noticed the numbers on these until they felt like they were struggling. they saw them on the embellishments, but they didn't see them on the stickers. And they were having to go through and make sure they were matching up the color and what's in the booklet and trying to find that one, not realizing that those numbers were there. And so when she figured that out, she was able to go much faster. I know that's in the instructions, and we just kind of like to look at pictures and kind of figure it out. And believe me, it's all written right in the book. And it explains how it works. And it explains how to lay it out, how to do it, how to take them apart, and the easiest way to do it. They have already figured all that out for us. And so, how nice that that is. And so, just wanted to be sure that my next little video I'll try to do is this album completed with just pages, because I won't have them put together. I won't probably have my pictures on them. And, but anyway, I want to be able to show this as I'm putting it together. Excuse me. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. This was more of an information video. I wanted to show you how that you would do these. And uh, anyway, I just think it's kind of neat to see how these work. And so, anyway, I will talk at you later. And so, this remember, I'm Connie Skaggs from Latson, South Carolina, right outside of Charleston. And so, we hope that you have a wonderful Easter weekend and enjoy yourself. And if you can get to a church of your choice, please do that. And if that's not something you do, please enjoy your family. Hug them tight. We never know when we're going to not have them around. And so I appreciate it so very much. And so we will see y'all later. Bye.